Next question is from Josh Butler.
Thanks, Mr. Pearson, for your speech. Josh Butler from The Guardian. One of the things that the Yes campaign talks a lot about is that whether you're door knocking or doing leaflets at the train station or what have you, the claim is that you can very quickly turn someone's mind. You can convince them over to the Yes side, and you've spoken about your carousel rate and things like that. I understand the little card you're holding up in the last little while is a card that you carry around all the time, you talk to people about. I realise you just made a 30-minute speech and answered a whole bunch of questions already, but for the sake of the exercise, could I ask you to give us the elevator pitch that you give to people when you're door knocking or leaflet?
Well, firstly, there's a recognition clause, you know. It is going to be the one line of poetry in the what is otherwise a barren, dry rules of cricket. That first line, in recognition of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as the first peoples of Australia. You know, just simple words, but they are gonna, in the context of the Constitution, it is so profound. It is a glorious proposal that we have in front of us because it speaks to our history. Secondly, there shall be a body. That's the guarantee. Can't get rid of it. It's a guarantee by the Australian people to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. It's not something the Parliament or the government can dodge because the Australian people have said in this proposal, there shall be a body. Secondly, what is the function of the body? It is to make representations. Everybody makes representations. Miners, farmers, environmentals, human rights. Everybody makes representations, and that's what the Voice will do. And the thing about representations, they'll listen to you, but there's no guarantee they're going to follow you all the time. And what about? About matters relating to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. You know, not nuclear submarines, not all of that lurid stuff that has been suggested in the media by people in the No campaign. Not on matters relating to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. And the final part of the clause is this details thing that I talked about earlier. The Parliament shall have the power to make laws. That's where the detail is. And so that's my general pitch. You know, the baggage is falling all over the place and all of this. Nevertheless, I'm finding that the conversion rate is better than John the Baptist in Jordan. Thank you.
Our next question is from Nicole Hegarty.
Thank you for your speech. You mentioned distractions and or anticipation that they're going to become more and more extreme. How will you continue to sell your message and get that effective cut through when those distractions, as you've labelled them, continue to come through and are in themselves cutting through to such a large number of people and communities?
I wish you could tell me. Because this really is a test of whether our democracy can sustain a discourse for good. Can we do good things in our democracy by talking to one another in a situation where bots and robocalls and the sheer filth of the sewers of the internet come into play? Can we still do good things in the democracy through putting our case to other citizens in our country and appealing to their intelligence and their hearts? Can we do good things? Can we rise to the occasion given the new circumstance we're in? It's going to be a test of that. And I just urge all Australians that it is completely crucial for our democracy that we be able to listen to other Australians honestly putting the case for change, putting the case for good things. You know, otherwise, I can't see, this is such a simple, safe, it's, you know, in constitutional terms, it's inert. You know, you're flat out finding words that provide any opportunity for legal challenge or constitutional unsafety. You put the Geiger counter on it, no beep. It is inert. But it just offers such a great opportunity for the voices of Indigenous people to be put across to the Parliament and the government, and for those ears in Parliament to listen to what our people want. And the dividend will be that we get on top of this terrible problem that we have between our peoples.